everyone, welcome back to another video. I am Sakshi and in this lecture we'll be discussing, so this is a part 2 of business communication. Part 1 is also uploaded. Go and watch the video and then come here. Since both are not related to each other, so if you haven't yet watched the lecture 1, you can still watch this lecture, okay? No need to worry at all that I haven't yet watched the lecture, okay? So without wasting a time, let's get start. So hello everyone. In this lecture we'll be covering next 100 questions, okay? So 100 question is already covered, so this is the next 100 question, okay? So let's get started from the question number 1 and yeah. So we have question number 1, which communication barrier occurs due to the status differences. So which communication barrier occurs due to the status difference? Answer is organizational barrier. Semantic is not. Semantic comes whenever you have some sort of syntax and all that, okay? Psychological error is not. Physical error is not. So organizational would be the correct answer, okay? The channel of communication refers to what? Medium. I've already told you channel means medium. Which medium you are going to use to communicate each other, right? Which type of communication use body languages? Body languages not in verbal, so answer is no verbal. Okay. Next question we have horizontal communication occurs when? Horizontal, so here I am just explaining you the horizontal communication is what? So if two employees are communicating with each other at the same level, okay, this is called the horizontal communication. And the lateral communication is what? Both employees at the same department, they might be same department. So here level matters, they are gonna be same level, like both are employees, okay, both are just newly hired employees. But if both are from the sales department, or both are from the HR department, or both are from any software department, so if both are at same department, that is called a lateral communication, okay? So this is the minor difference between the horizontal communication and lateral communication, okay? Upward communication flows. Upward communication, you have, I'm just giving you the trick over here. So basically this is what? This is types of formal communication, okay? So we have formal communication, we have actually 4 types of formal communication: upward, downward, horizontal, and diagonal, okay? Diagonal is also cross-wide. So horizontal, we have horizontal, okay? This is types of formal communication. We have 4 types of formal communication: upward, downward, horizontal, and crosswise, and also called the diagonal communication, okay? And fifth is lateral communication. Actually we have 5th types of formal communication, okay? So upward communication is what? Upward communication means where an employee is communicating to the manager directly, okay? You have to understand this thing like reverse. Like upward means up, no, not reverse, but upward means any normal people is gonna be communicate to the upward people. Any like you know, there is any specific person that have you know, better post from this person in compared to, like if a person, if normal, if a salesperson is communicating with a sales manager, this is also called the upward communication, okay? Downward communication is what? Manager is communicating to the downward, like a person is communicating to the lower position of a person. Downward means lower, okay? So this is order and instructions, mainly includes order and instructions, like manager can give you order, he can instruct you somehow, right? So also that ask you downward communication comes. So it comes superior to subordinates. Superior to subordinate, this comes downward communication. Upward communication, subordinate to superior. So employees what? Employees subordinate here, and the manager is superior, okay? So this is what exactly upward and downward communication is, okay? So let's get start to the next question. Next question we have, which barrier occurs due to the poor hearing? Like if you cannot hear the all the stuff that a person is telling you, then which kind of barrier is that? So this is obviously culture barrier, no. Organizational, semantic. This is physical barrier. You have some sort of physical issues that you cannot hear the voice properly, okay? So this is a very easy question, right? Yeah. Selective perspective is what? Selective perspective is what? Mechanical barrier? No, I have told you mechanical barrier have, like, if you have some issues in your machine, that's called the mechanical. Physical barrier, if you cannot hear, if you cannot listen anything, that's called technical error. If you're communicating teleconferences and somehow the camera is off, right? So some sort of technique error, or the server was very very busy. Okay, server is busy, that will come into the technical error. Okay, so here will be the psychological error. Okay, here will be this will be the psychological error. Selective prospection is comes psychological error. Okay, an effective communicator should mainly be aggressive, no; confusing, no; silent, no; empathetic, always. Okay, next goes in the communication process and with feedback. I have told you, if a person is not getting feedback, that means it's a one-way communication. If you are getting feedback also, this will become two-way communication. Okay, next question, we have question number 11. Which factor increases communication effectiveness most? What increases effectivity? That's the question is asking. Okay, which factor increases communication effectiveness most? Noise fear, no; ambiguity, no; mutual trust. So how you can trust? How can you build trust? Listening, to see your attention. If you like, see, like, a lot of people just because they seem very attentive, that means they are very effective listener. Okay, so question number 12, we have communication climate refers to organizational communication environment. Okay, question number option B is correct over here. Okay, next question we have, which communication type is best for confidential information? So basically, if you have anything that you have to, like, you want to you have to save it, you have to don't want to disclose anybody, so you want to confidential information. Public speech, no; face to face communication, advertisement, no; circular notices, no; face to face, you can say. You can meet this person personally, and yeah, you can see, you can say your information face to face, rather just public speeches, advertising, circular notices used when a lot of people are there. Okay, so it's not like that you want to share something confidentially, no, you cannot use it. Okay, next question we have, which of the following improves message retention? Retention, repetition, and clarity. Okay, you have to just eliminate the question. Noise ambiguity, no; speed only, no; technical jargon only, no. Cross cultural communication mainly deals with what? Cross cultural communication. Cultural barrier comes when two people are communicating different languages. Okay, their culture is not gonna be similar, they are belong to different cultures. So cross cultural communication mainly deals with that means communication, cultural communication barrier comes communication among different cultures. Okay, like if I speak Hindi, anybody comes to speak English or Marathi or any other languages. Okay, and so that basically communication barrier will, no, culture barrier. Okay, next question we have, which communication is fastest for emergency response? Already discussed, right? Oral communication. Okay, next question we have, the sender should primarily ensure. So what they have to ensure actually? Long expression, no; technical terms only, no; complexity, no; clarity. How message how much message is clear? Okay. ये का बजेला म्यूट करे पड़ा, दिमाग खराब है, अब रो कैसे पाओ हम? हटली भाग, रोक थोड़ी सकी थी राजू. Okay, So next question we have, which communication principle focuses on factual accuracy? Accuracy means how accurate, how correct your answer is. Okay, not answer message. Okay, next question we have 19, communication ethics mainly concern moral communication practices. Okay, so next question we have, the major purpose of communication is management is creating confusion, no. Wasting resources, delaying, no. Coordination and control. Okay, so this option is correct. Okay, let's move to the next question. So next we have from unit 2, oral communication and listening. Okay, so 121 to 145 questions we will be discussing of this topic as well. Okay, so paralanguage refers to what? Paralanguage means voice, tone and pitch. Okay, next question we have, effective speaking, public speaking requires what? Effective public speaking requires confidence and clarity. Okay, sorry. Next question we have, the biggest advantage of teleconferencing. Permanent documentation. For permanent documentation model, use written communication. Okay, cost reduction in travel, no. Better under handwriting. Physical, no. Teleconferencing, yeah. Cost reduction in travel. Okay, so suppose you are traveling anywhere, you can also communicate to the teleconferencing as well. So cost reduction, that reduce the cost actually. Okay, you don't need to come to the office and communicate directly. Okay, you can use teleconferencing as well. Telephone communication, that's actually okay. Which listening type focuses on emotion? Empathetic listening. Okay, which factor reduces the effectiveness? Speech effectiveness. Nervousness reduces. So eye contact, if you have better eye contact, no, that is exactly increase effectiveness. Okay, it's asking confidence, clear pronunciation, these all will be the positive factor. This is the negative factor, nervousness. So if you are nervous, that actually decrease the effectiveness of your speech. Okay, so you don't need to be nervous while you are giving any speeches. Okay, next question we have, question number 126. A moderator in group discussion mainly focuses control and guide discussion. Okay, next question we have, active listening requires ignoring a gesture, giving attention, active listening, interrupting continuously, multitasking, giving attention and feedback. So if we are attentive and also giving feedback after listening, so that's the two-way communication. Okay, which oral communication is best for nationwide announcement? Nationwide announcement, radio broadcasting. Okay, the major limitation of telephonic communication is telephonic communication. Stage fear mainly affect written public speaking. If you have stage fear, that means you are not good public speaker. Okay, you cannot confidently speak in public. This is called stage fear. A lot of people have stage fear as well. Okay, next question we have, which listening barrier is caused by preconceived notions? Mental barrier. Okay, next question we have, question number 132. An effective speaker should avoid excessive filler words. You don't need to fill excessive words. Okay, communication through gesture is called non-verbal. Body gesture include in non-verbal. Verbal, in verbal you don't need to add these all stuff. Okay, the success of oral communication depends largely on listening effectiveness. Okay, the best method for resolving misunderstanding quickly, you have to resolve misunderstanding quickly, is face-to-face communication. Okay, a good listener should be maintain concentration. Next question we have brainstorming is mainly used for generating ideas. Okay. Next question we have the effectiveness of speech depends on delivery style, how you're delivering your message actually. Okay, how clarity in your voice has. Okay, audience understanding. So all of these. Okay, all of these. All of these is correct answer. Next question we are moving. Which communication style encourages teamwork? Teamwork. So democratic communication. Okay. The symposium is mainly formal expert communication discussion. Okay. Next question, which oral communication method allows audience questioning? Seminar. So in the seminar, people can ask their own doubts and all. Okay. Next question, we have the primary purpose of feedback in oral communication is confirm understanding. Okay. Which factor improves audience attention? Interactive presentation. Communication comprehension means fear of communication. Listening for evaluating arguments is called critical listening. Okay. Question number, now we will be moving question number 146, unit 3, written communication. Okay. A tone of business writing should generally be professional. Next question, a memo is mainly used for internal communication. Which writing style improves readability most? Simple and concise language. You have to use simple and concise language. Okay. Proofreading mainly helps in removing technical barrier, error in writing, noise, communication channel, error in writing. Next question we have 150. Okay, question number 50 we have which factor is most important in official writing? Humor, accuracy, personal emotion, slang. No, accuracy. So one thing that I didn't tell you, you don't need to use slang in the formal communication. Okay. Chronological order means time-based arrangement. Okay, time-based. Written communication is best for what? Legal documentation. Next question we have, an agenda is prepared before meeting. A preface is summary of passages. Okay. Business reports should avoid bias and personal opinion. Okay. Bias and personal opinion will come into the informal reports, not informal. Okay. And yeah. Which communication medium is asynchronous? Email. Okay. Email is asynchronous. Rest of all these the synchronous. Okay. A circular letter generally communicate circular personal message. No, I have told you circular letter used for many people. Secret information. No, for the secret information what I'll do, face-to-face communication. Personal message also you can use face-to-face communication. Final statement only. No, communication common information to many people. If you want to share a common information to everyone, you use circular letter. Okay. The concluding part of a report usually contains recommendation. Okay. A notice should be brief and clear. Okay. Which feature improves email professionalism? Proper subject line. Now we'll be moving to the unit 4 and 5, that's report letter IT communication. Okay. IT means information technology. Okay. Which report is prepared regularly? Routine report. And routine report. An adjustment letter is written to respond to complaint positively. Okay. The next question, the primary function of a resume is self-presentation for employment. Like if you are applying for any job, if you want to employ yourself, okay, self-presentation, you are presenting yourself in just in form of the resume, okay. Which technologies support real-time remote meeting, video conferencing, obviously everybody knows, right? Okay. Nitty-gritty refers, nitty-gritty is online communication etiquette, okay. So basically you can communicate people online using etiquette, okay. Spam emails are unwanted bulk mails, okay. You might have been used email id, any email id, and then you'll be seeing a lot of spam mails, okay. Unwanted and mm, basically advertisement emails are coming in this, okay. Unwanted bulk messages. The major benefit of cloud communication tools is, so cloud communication means if you are uploading your data on cloud, you can access from anywhere, accessibility from anywhere, okay. So that's why people prefer to use it, okay. Which communication technology is obsolete today? Telex. That was using in previous time. Now it's not. It isn't used anymore, okay. A persuasive business letter mainly aims to influence reader action, okay. The body of function letter mainly contains main messages. Body means main messages, right? The salutation dear madam is used for formal letter, okay. Which communication tool supports file attachment? File attachment. Yeah, in the email you can attach your files, right? You might have been used it already, okay. If you haven't yet used email, if you haven't yet attached any file in the email, you must send some sort of email anybody, and then you can check this thing out, okay. Next question we have, which communication method is cheapest globally? Email is cheapest. You don't need to pay for it if you are sending any message to anybody. In the later, what will happen, we have to pay for the, we have to purchase the, ticket. It might take 5 to 10 rupees, and then you post, and once you go to the for the posting, you have to also pay for it, some cash for them for that as well. So email is free, of course, cheapest globally. The subject line of an email would be relevant and concise. You don't need to use ambiguity into it, right? It might concise and relevant. You don't need to decorate it. You can decorate your body, not your body, I mean a body of the email, okay. Okay, next question we have, professional business correspondence should mainly maintain professionalism, how to pronounce it, professionalism, okay. So our recommendation report mainly suggests, recommendation, you are recommending anything, gossips no, casual discussion no, recommendation entertainment plans no, solutions or actions. Like if you are recommending anybody to anything, oh, okay, you have to do this thing, I think so, you are better in this thing. So you are just suggesting, you are just giving solution people, you are giving some sort of recommendation, you are recommending you can do this thing as well, like that, okay. So this is solutions or actions, okay. Which communication method is paperless? Email communication, right? And it's cheaper, okay. Next question we have, telecommuting mainly became possible because internet technology. Next question we have, which feature is essential in virtual teamwork? Collaboration tools. Collaboration tools. Virtual teamwork. Collaboration tools. Okay. I mean, in the collaboration tool, you can use a lot of online tools as well. Okay. Virtual teamwork means like WhatsApp. If you want to create any team on WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, Facebook, any other social media like that. Okay. So collaboration, you have to use some sort of collaboration tools for that, right? So yeah. A feasibility report evaluate what? Entertainment value, no. Practical possibility of project, employee attendance, group discussion, performance. So practical possibility of projects. Okay. Next question we have 81 question. Formal communication networks are designed by employee randomly organization structure. Okay. Organization structure. Employee randomly, for employee randomly. What is design? Tell me. Informal, yeah, you are right, you are right. So you have a lot of source of knowledge, I think, right? You are giving correct answer. So this is informal communication, and yeah, you have given right answer. Clap for you, okay? Question number 82, we have the major drawback of email communication is. Major drawback of email communication is spam and overload. Its drawback means limitations. You might get some important. Sometime what will happen is you'll get any important email into the spamming, okay, into the spam folder. So you might get ignored, and then you think, okay, you haven't yet you know received this email. So that's why it's a drawback kind of. Which communication technology supports instant messaging? SMS and uh, chat help. Okay. Which communication tool combines audio, video, and data? Multimedia conferencing. Okay. Next question we have, which report investigate causes of problems? Investigate reports. Okay. The closing of business letter should be courteous. Courteous. Okay. Which technology enables online learning? Multimedia, internet. Okay. The biggest advantage of mobile communication is mobility and convenience. Which communication forms is best for detailed communication? Detailed technical information, casual, written is good. You can detailed technical information. Okay. A progress report mainly describes work completed so far. Question number 91, we have virtual meetings is time and travel cost, electricity only, office furniture, paper files only, time and travel cost. Okay. Next question we have, which communication method is best for customer support? Interactive communication. The layout of business letter affect readability and impression. A resignation letter is an example of employment, no. Employment correspondence, yes. Cyber communication mainly depends on internet technology, cyber communication, postal services, radio, notice board, no. Internet technology. Okay. Which communication skill is most important for leadership? For leadership, effective communication. If you communicate effectively, you have leadership quality. Okay. A formal interview mainly evaluate candidates' suitability. Which communication technology supports screen sharing? Video conferencing software. You can then share your own screen. Like in the interviews that happens actually. You know what? In the interviews, they might tell you that you have to share your actually screen sharing, the process that happens actually, and so that you cannot do cheating and all. People still do cheating. It's so ridiculous, An effective report should be vague, structured, and factual. Okay. So finally we have reached 200 questions, and congratulate everybody. And 1 minute, can I add text over here? Okay, I'll try to. The ultimate goal of business communication is organizational communication. Organizational communication. Okay. So finally we have covered this 100 questions. Okay. And in the previous lecture, the question that I asked is in the full form of SMS. That is, where can I write? here I can write, okay. SMS is short message service, okay. I think that might be visible to everybody, okay. I might color it. I can't do this, okay. I can't color it, okay. So that was SMS is stand for short message service, okay. So yeah, that's all in this lecture. And tell me how many questions you did correct. So that was very tough actually. If you practice again, what how you can do this practice, you have to first watch this video, okay, and try to solve this question by yourself, okay. If you're not capable to solve the questions, then you have to see the answer, okay. And then again you have to check yourself that can you right now guess the correct answer, okay. So through this you have to watch this video at least 2 or 3 times, okay, so that you can revise this topic in depth. You don't need to write down this manually on your notes and then revise it. No, not like that. MCQs questions are gonna be practiced through this. You have to watch this thing first, and then you have to revise these whole things, okay. The major drawback in email communication, speed and overload. So like that, some questions are basically based on the common sense, but other questions are not. They might be a little bit tough, okay. So like that you have to practice, and yeah, and all the best for those whose exam is coming, okay. So yeah, that's all in this lecture, and bye bye, see you in the next, and thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and do like, subscribe and share with your friends and all, okay. So yeah, we'll be creating other videos for the next 100 questions. So basically we have target to complete 500 questions, okay. So that's all in this lecture. Bye bye, see you in the next video.